Welcome back, everyone, to Combined Syndicates of America. Newly united, actually, without even having to fight the Entente. Excellent. So, we just got the event, the end of the Second American Civil War. What could have been the greatest capitalist oppressor of the 20th century is now firmly under the control of the working class. Throughout the country, the working class celebrates, its liberation from the depredations of the bourgeois masters. While there is still much to do, today we can celebrate this victory and savor the air of an America where, for the first time, each man is truly equal. So we gain the national spirit, recovering from the Civil War. We lose fighting for America, and we get economic devastation and federalist resistance, and also longest resistance. So we're gonna have to fight these. We're gonna have to fight the people who are still clinging to the old order, and we're gonna have to initiate the Second Constitutional Convention and rebuilding the country. So my plan for this, and if you've seen my MacArthur campaign, on my stream, you know how it goes. So as long as you have the spirits for federalist resistance, longest resistance, or in the case of the other sides of the Civil War, it is going to be socialist resistance as well. You get these events where you have bombings, attacks, all these sorts of things. So I'll just read the first one to you so you can kind of understand, it's just kind of resistance to you. And wait, why is there a Finnish ship docked at Houston? I have no idea. So longest supporters of Long, well, yes, if they're longest, they're probably supporters of Long, and his ideals have targeted an arms factory in Alabama, causing a great deal of damage and the loss of many lives. The Revolutionary Guards are on the scene, and they claim that they're closer to catching the ringleaders behind the Catholic terrorists than they were before. So yeah, they're gonna start to bomb things. They're gonna start to make trouble. Now, one interesting thing is the fact that integration of New England. Oh, okay. Rebellious states of New England are now firmly integrated into our motherland. Okay. Gains core on Maine and upstate New York. Now, I'd be damned if I knew where Maine exactly was. I know it's somewhere over here. It's this one, right? No. This one? No. This one. Okay. So, we still do not core New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, Massachusetts, which is what I'm interested in, Rhode Island. We have the core in New York City. However, we do core upstate New York, which is a big boon. Anyway, we have lost most of our mobilized troops, but we still do have a lot of good men. We do not exactly need them yet because, again, they did not intervene. They did not declare war on me, so we are in a pretty good spot. And what I am going to do now is I am going to just strengthen myself passively. I'll build up my navy, I'll build up my army, and I'll start to get the economic transformation dealt with first to remove this economic devastation from the Civil War. And then once I'm done with that, I'll skip ahead all of this, and then I'll go to the Second Constitutional Convention in the video, I think, so that I've got everything already dealt with. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of time to get ready from this. And yeah, if there's anything interesting that happens in the meantime, I will just show you that and I'll just avoid all the boring bits. Okay, so thank you all, and see you in a bit. Okay, so in rebuilding the country, you actually have the focuses that allow you to deal with the feds and America first. So that's our priority, to just stop these attacks all over the country. And yeah, we're gonna deal with the feds. So since the revolution broke out, we've accumulated an extensive list of political prisoners whom are awaiting trial. So time now comes to deal with those that fought against us. The trial of the politicians and officers that served the old United States government has been a long time coming, but now it is here. The question is, what shall the courts rule against these reactionaries? Either give mercy, punish the leaders, or no leniency for reactionaries. We are going to punish the leaders, I say. Next up is transformative justice, which is we shall destroy the terrorists fighting for the old government. So yeah, we need to pacify any remaining counter-revolutionary cells and make sure to track down every last infiltrator in our midst before we can be finally sure that we have won. So yes, this is probably going to be what allows us to deal with the Federalist resistance. And in the meantime, I'm just trying to make my economy great again. We have also unlocked a few decisions. Oh, travel in America. There's a lot of these flavor events, actually, that kind of tell you how the country is kind of changing because of, you know, the new political order. And, yeah, for example, with the revolution and reconstruction underway, a debate over the future of travel has come up. Automotive unions believe that cars will be the perfect vehicle for the new America, a symbol of freedom that all Americans fought for. However, the train unions contest that claim and believe that America should invest in trains as a way to help connect all the towns and cities. Who shall the Congress support? Yes, obviously. So apparently the unions sometimes disagree with each other. I mean, in real life, America went for the cars. So I guess we're going to go for the cars. Even though it makes a whole lot more sense in America to have transportation by rail be more, you know, prevalent. That is not the way it went. That is not the way it went, but it's fine, it's fine. So yeah, we're trying to just transform our country. In news from the world, we have that in Spain, the Entente has intervened against the CNT FAI and has set up a puppet regime, the so-called Spanish Empire, even though it is actually a puppet of the most glorious organic empire of Portugal. So yeah, I guess the Iberian Federation has been remade to a fashion. And because actually Middle Africa is exploding, we have that Portugal might have the opportunity to pink map. So yeah, that's good for them. Australasia has turned syndicalist as well, and they have the New Zealand crisis where they're trying to secede. In Asia, the East Asian War has begun between Japan and China. And, you know, with Fengtian doing its thing. Qing does not have the support of almost anyone, so that's kind of sad for them. And here we go. So, New Zealand has declared war on the Australasian Union. I wonder if, you know, if the Australasian Union can actually invade them. Might not be possible. The Ottomans are in trouble, but they might be able to turn it around. Who knows? There's always the possibility. But yeah, it seems like the Ottomans are going to lose to the combined forces of the Cairo Pact and the Iranians. What else? Oh, yeah, exactly. There goes the Ottoman Empire. It has almost exploded. I wonder if it's going to fall due to a coup or anything. I wonder if Turkey is going to be declared. And Russia's trying to clean up Central Asia, but they're taking their sweet time. Brazil is still trying to stabilize its democracy, and Argentina's trying to expand Lima Axis, Buenos Aires-Lima Axis. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. And oh wow, actually Morocco took over Spanish Morocco. Interesting, that's not something you see every day. Didn't even know it was possible. Venice is surviving against the legionnaires in Milan. And yeah, that's about it. So now we can destroy the terrorists fighting for the old government. Okay, so that's basically just fight the terrorists. Okay, so we're gonna take that. We're gonna need a lot of political power now because we need to rebuild New England, rebuild the South Atlantic. That's gonna give us cores on all these things. So next up, we are going to take deal with America first, and see you then. I actually love this one. Look at this. The Indian Revolution Committee. The native people of America have long been mistreated by the old capitalist government. They stole their land for the greedy capitalists to turn a profit. However, now that we have done away with the old capitalist government, we can address the issue of the Indians. Thus, the Indian Revolution Committee. Now that's copyrighted, unfortunately. Wow, which side are you on? But it's in like some Norwegian language. It's actually Swedish, probably. Thus, the Indian Revolutionary Committee has been created. The IRC, that's also probably copyrighted actually. That's also copyrighted. We'll work with the local tribes and the communities about how to handle the abuses that the capitalist government did and how the revolution and its ideals can be implemented within their territory. The revolution has come to the Native Americans. I love it because it's also like, we're still calling them Indians. It's kind of derp. Anyway, so we are trying to destroy the longest terrorists. We have mostly dealt with the Federalists. Well, no, there's still problems with the Federalists. But yeah, we're trying to core our country, and we have the Alsace Ultimatum, so that's about to begin the big war. Looks pretty even, honestly. Looks relatively even. The thing that's good is that it seems like the International has the superiority when it comes to aircraft. So yeah, that's going well. I'm sending volunteers to the Commune of Gabon. We're not strong enough yet to intervene in Second Weltkrieg. First World Science Fiction Convention. Interesting. War as hell. Anyway, yeah, still not strong enough to participate in Second Weltkrieg, but, you know, we're working towards that. I will not take Reconstruction as over here because that's going to remove the national spirit Reconstruction, and we want Reconstruction. Plus 50% factory repair speed, plus 10% civilian factory construction. Actually, yeah, why am I building military factories when I've got that amazing bonus for civilian factories? I don't know. So yeah, that's because I want to make my, you know, make my economy much stronger, and we are also strengthening our navy. We have got 4 aircraft carriers, and now I'm starting to build up a Pacific fleet, and I'm also getting naval doctrines. So yeah, here we are. Our volunteers have arrived. I think they should be relatively superior to these natives. Just, you know, yeah, 40 with Marine from the United States. Well, not the United States anymore, but yeah, from the old New World, and I'm pretty sure that we can win this war for the Commune of Gabon. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for a bit, and then I'll be taking a look at how I can help in Second Weltkrieg. John Reed clubs. Throughout the country, a number of literature clubs are called John Reed clubs. They are there to help organize writers across the country and promote reading and literacy throughout the local communities. They often have a focus on socialist literature, but they do focus on promoting literacy and reading in general. So that's a little bit like the Soyuz Pisatelya in the Soviet Union. Reading for read. One thing that I can do to help you is to send you, for example, 1,000 artillery. Would you like that? I'm sure you would. Start Lend-Lease. I can send you planes too. That's actually probably better. Yeah, it's probably better that I send the planes to the Union of Britain, because I think they're more likely to have air doctrines. 30 fighters and 50 close air supports. We're going to be an arsenal of syndicalism. And yeah, in the meantime, we're just going to be helping out here. And after we're done with that, we're going to send some volunteers to the commune, especially once I get myself some armored divisions trained up and ready to go. Because I think that just sending one infantry division to a conflict like the Second Weltkrieg will not really have any impact, but I can have an impact with armor. And yeah, I'll be seeing you soon. There goes Qing. That did not take long at all. So Feng Tian will probably unite China. I do not like this song. And yeah, my volunteers have arrived in Ireland. I've sent some volunteers to Ireland because the Commonwealth of Canada has declared war on the Union of Britain. And actually, when they landed in like Ulster and Sligo, there was an Irish rebellion against the Irish Socialist Republic. So now they're in serious trouble and they need our help. They need our help in reclaiming what's theirs from these imperialists. And yeah, I absolutely need to go ahead and grab that airfield. It is crucial that we do that. And oh yes, so the two big Asian empires are now fighting each other. Very good. So that's gonna keep them occupied for a long, long time. Great. So no Russia on our doorstep. And once we take this airfield, excellent, we can actually send our bloody planes there. Yeah, you two are supposed to be over there because you can have air volunteers. Very good. And where shall we attack next? I think over here. Yeah, these Irish are falling easily before our might. And then we can take Limerick and end the so-called Irish rebellion. More like Canadian rebellion. Am I right? And yeah, so if we take Limerick, that we do not only capitulate them, we also encircle them. You know, just in case there's any Canadians down here. What? Whatever. Help out. Oh wait, there's another province here. Oh, I did not realize that. Okay, never mind. Very good. Then you help, and he's gone. Very good. So our two best units are really making sure that Ireland stays red.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Wait, where the hell are you running away to? Can you get to here? Wow, that's ridiculous. Anyway, their pathetic militias are no match for our Marines. And now we can get to work on the Canadian invasion in the north. So the Limerick Soviet will be reestablished. That's actually a very obscure thing. We can also rebuild the South Atlantic, so we'll get Maryland, Delaware, all those things cored up. And our Gabonese expedition is not doing all that well because there's a slight problem. There's no ports here, so I cannot actually supply my divisions. So my division over here cannot get reinforced. So we cannot wear down our enemies with our superior, the eco-social. Go away. There's no way we can actually supply our troops and overwhelm our enemies with our production. So that's kind of annoying. And we still need to deal with this annoying Federalist and longest resistance, which is taking a while, because I've actually decided to prioritize doing the rebuild decisions because it's probably just a lot easier to get manpower that way. And look, it's Austrian tanks. Austrian tanks versus American tanks. The 3rd United Auto Workers will deal with these reactionary imperialist armor units. And down here we are pushing to Cork, which should be the end of Münster under enemy control. We're just ping-ponging these enemy tanks all the way to Vienna. And oh, here's the Canadians. Here's the Canadians, so we're gonna work around and try to surround them in Sligo. Oh no, that's a lot of Canadians. Hello, Canada. It's always your fault. So yeah, we're gonna push them back all the way to the sea, all the way to the Atlantic. Back into the New World you go, where we're going to destroy you. There we go, the Irish rebellion is over. And now we can redeploy our Marines to Belfast to make sure that the Unionists will never rise to oppose the workers. Okay, they do have divisions in Belfast. Sligo is about to be captured. Very good. The Austrians have been defeated. And here, yeah, we're holding strong. Oh, that's some strong divisions there guarding Belfast, so we can just defeat the 1690 Orangemen Battalion from South Africa, probably. Because, you know, Orangemen. Although, wait, what? I guess that's just some... Oh, Orangemen, as in, like, Irish, you know, Orangists. Okay. So, yeah, it's probably people that the Irish do not exactly enjoy having on their island. Let's push them back to the New World. And we are going to destroy the Ulster Defense Association. So yeah, the Unionist forces have been soundly defeated. Now the only units that are left fighting on the Imperialist side here are the Canadians and their little Imperialist puppets. Right, our tanks, they need to come to Belfast as well, so that they can participate in the city's liberation from the Entente menace. And this will be an important victory for the International because they're already kind of embattled in the Western Front, you could say, and in Spain, because that's a two-front war now. So yeah, any help that they can get will be probably appreciated. Yeah, Belfast will be reclaimed. The 3rd Irish Division and the 1690 Orangemen Battalion will be captured and seized. Excellent. So now, actually, these divisions are pretty useless. I really wish that you could send volunteers back, honestly, because right now I cannot transport these divisions because I don't know. That's just not how volunteers work. So now they're just glorified defense troops, which is, well, I mean, it's kind of annoying. Interwar heavy carrier, improved heavy carrier, thanks. Will that be researched before we get this carrier complete? 25th of March 1940, well, yeah, definitely. So early heavy carrier, we'll have one of those. Los Angeles, where we are already building up our fleet. Iran declares war on Azerbaijan. Wow. Okay. Doesn't that make them at war with the Reichspakt? Yes, it does. Oh, they're in the Cairo Pact, so actually Egypt has an opportunity to take the Suez Canal. And, yeah, so war in the Middle East. Yeah, now I wish I didn't send those volunteers, even though they were instrumental in that victory. We go to Dublin. I really wish that you could revoke volunteers. That would be very useful. Let's see if we can break these guys. Cameroon. Yeah, see, we can't even send them Lend-Lease because they have no legal transport path, whatever that means.
Keep your distance.
They do not have a port.
Listen up.
That's really annoying.
Move out.
Hey, at least we're getting our divisions all built up. And, yeah, that's about it. Just trying to get as many cores as possible and get strong. Get strong before the International dies, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure we have a way to join the International, right? We must. Must have a way to join the Third International. Probably it's a decision after we have completed reconstruction and recovering from the Civil War. As we move into the rebuilding aspects of the revolution, the question is, the question of how we should rebuild has been brought up. For most of the 1920s and 1930s, the Art Deco art style was the dominant style of architecture, and from coast to coast, buildings were built in this style. However, a number of revolutionary architects wished to break away from that style, and seek a more modern style inspired by the designs coming out of France, Italy, and Britain, while others countered that Art Deco is an American style that can be updated by revolutionizing it or streamlining it. Which shall be supported? We shall support modernism, because I prefer it to Art Deco, as much as I'm not an art expert. Fighting racism. Yeah, okay. So, I'll just be waiting here in the island. And again, I really bloody wish that you could actually send volunteers home manually, because that would just make so much sense.
Move out!
Now, this one is interesting. Anthem for a New America. Congress is debating what anthem shall become the official anthem of the Combined Syndicates of America. Several songs have quickly become the candidates to debate. The question is, which shall be voted on to become the official anthem of America? Now, there is This Land Is Your Land, There Is Power in a Union, and Solidarity Forever. Now, I actually don't like these. I wanted this one. This one is, you know, the actual anthem. It's supposed to be, at least. But see, in and of itself, This Land Is Your Land is the one that might most sound like an anthem, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. There's Power in a Union, doesn't really sound like an anthem, honestly. So it would be Solidarity Forever. Like, I'm pretty sure Solidarity Forever. Let's go for that. Okay, so I have been able to get my volunteers out of Ireland. Turns out that if you cannot like manually redeploy the troops from ports, but if you sign them to a front line or something like that, it's going to send them. Unfortunately, it seems like some of their convoys got sniped, which I mean, was obviously going to happen. Still though, there seems to be a Canadian landing in Cherbourg, which we can deal with rather easily, I'd say. There we go, easy peasy. So yeah, number one. objective finished. And now we can go ahead and help the Commune of France down in Spain. Somehow a division managed to get into the Alps, but yeah. And now he's going to get some reinforcements. Very good. Yeah, there seems to be a fascist song playing. Anyway, my objective, I guess, is to go to Sevilla, which is the capital of the so-called Spanish Empire, because Madrid has already been taken by the international forces. And, yeah, it should be relatively easy. Yeah, this is definitely a fascist song. 100% fascist. Vincere vinceremo, it's saying, which is what Mussolini said about World War II. It means win and we shall win. You know, it's like, it was like the motto. And we know how well that turned out, eh? Did not win after all. And there we go. There goes the so-called Spanish Empire. And here you can get around and go for Lisbon with the Marines. Right, so that Marine division is dead. Who's controlling Gibraltar? It is the Canadians. That's not going to be there for very long. Attack. The American Marines shall walk into Lisbon as well as are their comrades. Okay, he is a goner. And we go for Gibraltar. Excellent, it is ours. So now we can redeploy back north to Galicia and take that. Portugal capitulates too. No more organic empire for you. I wonder what happens to your colonies. Well, I mean, you're part of the Entente, so probably nothing. And as you can see, our planes that we have sent as air volunteers are working quite a number on the enemy convoys. They're definitely helping, doing their part. A lot of our airmen are dying. We have actually reached 500 air experience, which is good. I did not realize that was the case. Are we getting any airplane models? No, we're not. But we will be soon, so I don't know. You're coming up. Very good. And now the last bastion of Entente resistance is Oviedo up here. So that's where we are heading next. Honestly, this is starting to look a whole lot better for the Third International as time goes on. So pretty good. I enjoy that. And now we can get ourselves a nice plan bonus. Incredible. Alright, you help out our allies. It's not looking all that good because they have air support. Well, that's not really that important. It's just that they have a lot of troops. And our men are still kind of depleted because they're still not getting supplied. We've almost rebuilt almost everything. And we have almost finished. Yeah, redistribute the wealth. Education revolution. Anyway, yeah, that's the end.